the order in the numerator is less than the order of the denominator. Order means the highest power of x. Highest power of x here is 1. Highest power of x here is, after we expand, 3. So this is a proper algebraic fractions. We don't need to use long division. We can just go ahead with the partial fractions decomposition. We have to identify the forms we have to use here. Because of the 3x plus 2, we have to use a constant divided by 3x plus 2, and because of this unfactorizable quadratic, we have to use something linear, so bx plus c divided by x squared plus 4. The next step is to multiply both sides by the denominator. So on the left they cancel out, we have only the numerator. On the right we gotta multiply each term. We multiply, we get a times x squared plus 4, and when we multiply, cancel out, we have bx plus c times 3x plus 2. Notice that the brackets here is important. And now we want to separate the b and the c. So we multiply bx times 3x plus 2 and c times 3x plus 2, because we want the b and the c to be in different terms. So the next step is to cleverly choose the right values of x so we can find a, b, c as fast as possible. So we do that by plugging in the 0 of the factors. So here we plug in minus 2/3, replace the x with minus 2/3 and this x with minus 2/3. In case you're wondering why, well, because if we plug in minus 2/3 here, we're gonna get 0, so this term goes to 0. Same thing here, this term goes to 0. We can find the a directly. Okay, so that's why we use the 0 of 3x plus 2. So in case you're wondering how do we find minus 2 over 3, that's by solving 3x plus 2 equals 0. So we get x equals minus 2/3. Okay, after we plug in, we use a calculator. On the left you're gonna get this, on the right you're gonna get this, and then you can just multiply both sides by 9 over 40 and you get 3 on the left. So because of this x here, we also have another 0 of the factor here. We can use x equals 0. So this x is 0, this x is 0. So we have 4 times, we already know the a. And here when we plug in 0, 0 times whatever is 0, this term goes to 0. And here we plug in 0, we have 2 times c. So this is 12. 18 minus 12 is 6. And divide by 2, we get the c. And since we have the two coefficients, for the last coefficient we can just plug in anything random, but just use something simple such as 1. So replace the x with 1, replace this x with 1, we have 5 times a, the a is 3. Replace with 1, we get 1 times 5 times b. And replace with 1, we have 5 times c. C is 3. So we can find the c basically, the b. So here this is 25, 15, 5b, 15. So subtract 30 from both sides, divide both sides by 5, we get the b value. So in conclusion, this is a, this is b, this is c, we have the final answer. Alright, I'll see you again next time.